Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is New Year's Day, about 6:30 p.m. Central Time, my time. Man! Well, first of all, guys, I always forget to say this in the beginning. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. It's free. Please click that little red button. My first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Therefore, when I reach that goal, I can start doing live shows. And when I start doing live shows, my shows are going to be live, if you know what I mean. I'll have a call-in line, just like Law Nation, and every now and then a Zoom-in line as the channel continues to grow. It's still young. But first, I need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So if you're watching this video, please press that red subscribe button and the like button, as Mike Fisher says. It helps beat the algorithms. Basically gets your video viewed more. So, DC Nation, we really needed a trifecta today to up the chances of that one seed happening. Saints go to Philly, knock them off 20-10. Green Bay takes care of Minnesota like the redheaded stepchild. And Jared Stidham and the Raiders put up over 500 yards on the Niners. Take them to overtime. The Raiders should have won regulation. Take them to overtime. First two plays, Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard run. Second play, Josh Jacobs, a good 6-yard run. Then on 1st and 10, from the 40, they give it to Jacobs. He gets 1 yard. They probably should have given it to him again. Anyways, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10. Stidham steps back. His left tackle is in his face. And Bosa is pushing him back. I don't know why he thought he can get that throw off in time to Devontae Adams down the left side. And even if he does, he got lucky earlier in the game by completing a pass like that. Even if he does, the safety has it underneath on it, and the corner was running stride by stride with him. There was a clear lane on the inside right for him to take off and scramble to midfield. Like I say, live to see another set of downs. You don't have to make the big play all the time. It's a drive. It doesn't matter if it's 1 play, 5 plays, 10 plays, or 15 plays. As long as it results in points. That was the deadest looking interception I've ever seen. Just gave the game. The Niners are trying to give the game away. 41-yard field goal. Robbie Gould hits that in his sleep. He shanks it. Raiders win the toss. What else you need? You've been rolling all night. I know Jared Stidham's first start. He's going against the best defense in the league. That was the most points the Niners have given up all year, besides Kansas City when they gave up 44. Now, San Fran is right into playoffs right now as the hottest team on a 9-game winning streak. Last week, Tampa Bay is down by 10 against Arizona in the fourth quarter. Comes back and wins. Today in the first quarter, Carolina has a 14-0 lead. And the fourth quarter, they have a 21-10 lead. And blow it. Tampa Bay wins the South. 98% chance we are the 5 seed and we go to Brady wild card weekend. Unless somehow San Fran loses to Arizona. Which I have a hard time seeing that. Trace McSorley and company against that defense. I know they got D-Hop and Hollywood Brown and Zach Ertz. But who knows? Maybe Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft, 7th-round rookie who's played 4 straight excellent games. Maybe he plays like a 7th-round rookie. Week 18. Number 1 seed, still open, but the chances slim down dramatically. I know the Giants clinched when they blew out the Colts. I didn't want them to lose, but it doesn't really bother me because Brian Dable is not the type of guy to just roll over and rest his team week 18. I'm sure he wants to go out to beat Philly week 18 so he can roll into the playoffs with his team feeling confident and a lot of momentum. So there is a chance that we can still win the division. I believe that we can beat Washington. I believe we can beat Washington with half of our starters resting. And when I say that, I mean at linebacking core. Micah rests. Anthony Barr rests. Our 3 linebackers for the game. Damone Clark. Number 14, Jabril Cox, and Lou Gifford. Our 3 linebackers for the game. Our safeties for the game. Lit. Donovan Wilson, Hooker, and Curse all rest. For safeties, lit. Marquise Bell, Izzy Akwamu, and pick up a 3rd guy from the practice squad to play safety. At corner, let Diggs sit and rest. DeRon Bland's a rookie. More reps wouldn't hurt. We don't want any injuries, of course, but let DeRon Bland play. Meshawn Wright and Kelvin Joseph as your starting 3 corners. Cornerback number 4, let C.J. Goodwin play. If he's not injured. I don't know if he's injured or not. If he is injured, then the next cornerback, Mackenzie Alexander with Trayvon Mullen. But Diggs, let him sit on the defensive line. Tank Lawrence, Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong. Basically, those 3 guys and Bohanna, let them rest. And have Gallimore and OC and Sam Williams, Carlos Watkins, and a couple guys from the practice squad up. Now, offensive line, all 5 guys need to play because those are going to be the 5 guys that will be in the playoffs. And they need to play at least a full game together to get continuity going into the playoffs. Now, they might put Tyron Smith from right tackle to left tackle and Jason Peters from left tackle to right tackle. Or they might keep Tyron where he's at and keep Tyler Smith where he's at and put Jason Peters at left guard. Peters can play a full game. I'm tired of people saying that he can't. He can if he wants to. However they arrange the best 5, I think the O-line needs to play. So going into the playoffs, they have a little bit more continuity than they would if they would not play. Then at running back, Malik Davis, I think Rico Dowdle's injured. Malik Davis and what's the other cat's name? It's one guy we got in the practice squad. Elevate him. At receiver, sit CeeDee Lamb. Sit Michael Gallup. Play T.Y. Hilton so we can get more into the offense. So at receiver, we have T.Y., Noah Brown, Jalen Tolbert. If we still have Dennis Houston, promote him to the 53-man roster. And maybe one other guy. At tight ends, sit Dalton Schultz and let the 3 rookies play. Ferguson and a shot McEwen. McEwen's not a rookie, but McEwen. And at quarterback, Dak will play. I'm pretty sure. Now, supposedly he's got small knee injury, hyperextended knee. They're not worried about it. He was able to finish the game. I think Dak could play like the first half. Cooper Rush could probably play the second half, and we could probably still beat Washington. The Browns beat them today 24-10. They don't have a quarterback, and they're just a mess. So I think we can go have a kind of what you want to call a bye week, week 18. Rest most of our key guys. And still beat Washington. And that said, doing so, cross your fingers and root for the Giants and Cardinals. Because if some miracle happens and Brock Purdy plays like a 7th-round rookie, like Mr. Irrelevant, and just has a horrible day, And the Eagles fall to the Giants. With Brian Dable wanting to streak into the playoffs with momentum. We could get that covered at 1 seed. That game against Jacksonville, we blew that lead, that 17-point lead. I knew that was a game that we cannot blow. We win that game. We are 13-3 right now, tied with Philly, with the tiebreaker. Number 1 seed right now. And we could play all our starters week 18, knowing that we'd have a bye week going into the playoffs. But that being said, most likely we're the 5 seed going to Brady. The last 2 weeks, they've looked like a fourth quarter team against subpar opponents. Arizona had them against the ropes. Carolina pretty much dominated the game until the fourth quarter. So, resting our guys for week 18, I'm confident we can go into Tampa and handle business. Now, that being said, we do that, and we're just saying that Philly and San Fran win. So Philly be the 1 seed. San Fran will be the 2 seed, I believe. Minnesota the 3 seed. That being said, us beating Tampa Bay, I don't see, since the Giants would be the 6th seed, they would play the 3rd seed, which is Minnesota. And the 7th seed, which will be Green Bay, will be playing San Fran. So, there was a lot of talk about Cowboys, Eagles, NFC Championship game. I kept saying that if that would have happened, it would be in the 2nd round. Us being the 5 seed, them being the 1 seed, us being the only wild card team to win. Therefore, we play the highest seed the next round. But if Green Bay gets in, which I know they will, they just demolished Minnesota. They're going to demolish Detroit. Washington lost. So all they got to do is beat Detroit, and they are seed number 7. Giants is seed number 6. Minnesota is suspect. So we're just saying theoretically we're the 5 seed. Giants are the 6 seed. Green Bay 7 seed. Very good chance that Minnesota could drop round 1 against Brian Dable's Giants. Very possible. And very possible San Fran could drop week 1, round 1, against a hot Packer team. I know Green Bay's had their number. I mean, the Niners have had Green Bay's number as of late. But the Packers have a good defense. And they're starting to come together at the time that you want to start to come together. They haven't lost in December. I think they're 15-0 in their last, 15 December games. And if you want to count this as a December game, it's just almost, so you can say 16-0. And so both 12s will be in the playoffs, barring Detroit shocking Green Bay in Lambeau. Detroit is eliminated. I don't think they have a snowball's chance in hell of going to Lambeau and knocking off Aaron Rodgers. But this playoff scenario is looking to be very exciting, being that we got both 12s in there. The 2 oldest quarterbacks, 2 greatest quarterbacks of our generation, minus Peyton Manning. And then the youngins, the ascending quarterbacks, and Jalen Hurts, well, he's the only one. And then the 2 veterans in their prime, Dak and Kirk Cousins. I guess you could say Daniel Jones is ascending. Him and Hurts are the ascending ones. The guys in their prime, Dak and Kirk. The old veterans, Brady and Rodgers. And then Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. The 7th round rookie quarterback, who everybody thought after Garoppolo went down and Trey Lance went down that the Niners were done, but this damn kid, he's looking like he could be the next Brady. Brady was drafted in the 6th round. He wasn't Mr. Irrelevant, but might as well be. But Brock Purdy is taking over this Niner team and has not blinked. And he's got a good line. He's got weapons. I mean, Brandon Ayuk, I don't think is a top flight receiver, but he seems to be able to get open. And their offense is looking like this without Deebo Samuel. When Deebo Samuel is back, that offense, you got Samuel, you got Ayuk, you got Kittle, and you got CMC, who is dangerous on many levels. You got the best left tackle in the league in Trent Williams, good offensive line. You got the best fullback and Kuzak. Have you ever seen his name, number 44? I would love to have him on our team. He is a great blocking fullback. He is like Moose Johnson, but in today's era. And he can also run and catch a ball when called upon. But he is an excellent lead blocker. I would trade a second to San Fran to get him. I really would. I would trade a second-round pick to get that fullback. He is that good, I believe. So, we'll have games Saturday and Sunday, Week 18. We don't know who's playing, what days or what times. But we'll see where the chips fall. I believe we can rest, like I said, 75% of our guys and still go to Washington, get the win, finish 13-4. And pray that Philly and San Fran fall. Tonight, San Fran was supposed to fall. We had the trifecta lined up. It didn't happen. But we have ourselves to blame for blowing 17-point lead at Jacksonville. And then knocking the ball out of Trevor Lawrence's hands with like a minute 16 left to go. That's supposed to be a game ender. Still couldn't put him away. We win the coin toss to start overtime. Still couldn't do it. We're 8-2 in the last 10 games. Niners are 9-1. We've only had one bad loss, like I said. One beatdown loss. That was week 1, Tampa Bay 19-3. Other 3 losses were competitive. Philadelphia, we had our backup in. 3-point game in the fourth quarter, 9-point loss. Loss number 3 in overtime by 3 points against Green Bay. At Green Bay, loss number 4 in overtime with a freak pick 6. So even though Tennessee's win didn't look good on paper, if Dak cannot throw interceptions in the postseason and play clean games, and our defense gets the week's rest that they need, as well as Elliott and the receivers, but I don't think Lamb will want to sit out week 17. He can play, but better not get injured. I mean, he's the 3rd Cowboy pass catcher to catch over 100 passes. Michael Irvin did it once. Chase Witten did it once. So he has earned 88. He has earned the right to wear that number. When we traded Cooper, our number 1, everybody said CeeDee Lamb is not ready to be a number 1 guy. At first he wasn't. Week 1, he looked lost. But throughout the season, you can see him gradually growing into the role. In the last half of the season, he's been a monster. Last half of the season, he has asserted himself as a top 10 receiver. 100 and 203 catches, 1,307 yards, 8 tubs in a 16-game season. I don't like records being broken in a 17-game season because it's really kind of not fair. So I kind of stopped Lamb's stats after the Titans game. And that's great. So I would like him to sit out week 18. Get some rest. And Gallup too. Let Gallup keep working on them legs, you know. Let T.Y. play so him and Dak can get some more chemistry, because T.Y. Hilton is going to be that receiver on offense that gives us that one big play or two that we were missing last year. He will do it. You saw him do it on 3rd and 30. Against Philly, he had 2 huge plays. Drew a PI on Darius Slate and then beat Darius Slate on 3rd and 30. So, having CeeDee Lamb as a baller now and Michael Gallup as a good complimentary number 2, Noah Brown as a number 3A, well, I would say 3B, and T.Y. Hilton as 3A, T.Y. Hilton might as well be our number 2 wide receiver, maybe going into the playoffs. We got so much damn talent, guys. So if we are the 5 seed, so be it. Let's fucking run the table like the Giants did in 07. Let's go to Tampa, knock them off. And then if a wild card team wins, then go to San Fran or Minnesota and knock them off. And then whoever's in the championship game, maybe a wild card team wins in the divisional round 2. And we get to host the championship game. You never know. Green Bay might go to San Fran, beat them, and then might go to Philly and knock them off. And then if we handle our first 2 games, then championship game would be Green Bay at Dallas. Funny thing how this is working out. Last time we had back-to-back 12-win seasons. 94, 95. 94, we lost against San Fran, be it NFC Championship game, another wild card round, but we lost against San Fran. The following season, we make it to the NFC Championship game and we play Green Bay. So the scenario I just laid out for you, Packers being the number 7 seed, if they knock off San Fran and then Philly, we knock off Tampa Bay and then Minnesota, then we'd host Green Bay for the NFC Championship game, just like we did in 95. And then where did we go to win the Super Bowl in 95? The desert, Arizona. Where's the Super Bowl at this season? Arizona. That's all I'm saying. Take it, with a grain of salt. Take it how you want. I just think it's kind of interesting how that could play out. Very reminiscent of 27 years ago. But this team has what it takes to do what it's got to do. And we should have been able to control our own destiny, but hell, we're 12-4. Probably going to be 13-4. Any other season, that would be the number 1 seed. But we'll see what happens next weekend, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share. Every subscriber counts, guys. Every time I do a video and look at it the next day to see how many views I've got, and when I see that more people have subscribed, it warms my heart like you don't know. So please press that red subscribe button. It's free. Please press the like button and comment down below. Please comment and tell me what you think will happen week 18. Give me your thoughts and ideas on it, guys. That's I guess you could say the pinned comment of the video. Tell me how you think week 18 will play out with us at Washington, Giants at Philly, and San Fran at Arizona. Minnesota lost, so that's out of the way. Until then, guys, I'll catch y'all later on this week. Keep God first and foremost. I always like to say that at the end of the video. God comes before everything. He is our creator, our Father. Seek Him and His righteousness, and everything else will follow into place. I am a living testimony of that. He comes before everything, guys, but He gives the Cowboys. Like I said, thank you, God, for the Cowboys. Cowboys are America's team. They are God's team, like I said last video. That's why Texas Stadium had the hole in the roof. So every Sunday, God, after church, could look down and watch His team play. I like to believe that legend is true. It's a legend. I like to believe it. Let me believe it. All right, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share. Cannot reiterate that enough. And I will catch y'all guys on the flip side. My videos usually don't go this long, but there's a lot going on right now. So y'all have a good week. Happy New Year's. 2023 is going to rock. And hopefully it'll really rock in February for us. I'll catch y'all guys in a couple of days. Charles and Charges out. Y'all be good and safe.